2017, a year that is in the middle of what is known as the golden age for point guards in the NBA. We've seen inside finishers with athleticism that is out of this world. We've seen snipers that can shoot the ball from anywhere on the court. And we've seen playmakers that can set up their teammates for open shots and generate offense. What about before these players? Who really was the greatest? Today, we're counting down the top 3 point guards of all time. Number 3, Isiah Thomas of the Detroit Pistons. Isiah Thomas had an amazing career as a Piston in the 80s and 90s. His career stats are 19.2 points per game, 3.6 rebounds per game, and 9.3 assists, with a career 45.2% field goal percentage. He is a 2-time champion. One of the more interesting stories about his career took place in the year 1992. Let me set the stage. It is about time for the Olympics, and USA finally decided to use NBA players in the Olympic Games because every other country was using their best players and they wanted to compete more. They chose only the best players in the NBA and they assembled what was known as the 1992 Dream Team, or the greatest team of basketball players ever assembled. Isiah Thomas would have been on this team, but he wasn't. This was due to beef with other players like Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, and Larry Bird. They said that they would not participate if he was on the team.
I will be a Piston for my entire career. I'm also able to announce that I will be a Piston for the rest of my life.
Number 2, Oscar Robertson of the Cincinnati Royals and the Milwaukee Bucks. Oscar Robertson also had a great career. His averages are 25.7 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, and 9.5 assists. He won 1 MVP and was the Rookie of the Year. In 1962, he was known for averaging a triple-double, but he did not win the MVP that year. Instead, it went to Bill Russell. But he will always be known as the Big O, the only player to ever average a triple-double.
That was Oscar Robertson. That's for you. That's you and especially you. That's for everybody.
Number 1. Now, number 1 isn't a surprise to anybody, but I believe that he is somewhat underrated. Sure, everybody knows him as the greatest point guard of all time, but Magic Johnson doesn't really get the respect that he deserves when talking about all-time lists with other positions. He really is one of the greatest players of all time, and I have him in top 3. Everybody knows Magic's story. He averaged 19.5 points per game, 7.2 rebounds per game, and 11.2 assists, with a 52% field goal percentage over his career. He won 5 rings with the Showtime Lakers and 3 MVPs, which was insane for a point guard at that time. Sure, now there are more, but that's because, like I said earlier, it's the golden age for point guards. While he's mostly known as a great passer and playmaker, he could also do other things. He was a great scorer, a great rebounder as well, because he was 6 feet 9 inches tall. That was insane for a point guard, and still is. He was a great player and also was in a great position with his team. The Lakers had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and James Worthy. They were 2 really good players that could score pretty much at will. This amazing Big 3 led to Magic's 5 championships. And as always, thanks for watching. If you want to see more cool content like this, subscribe. And also, if you'd like to see me do this with other positions, hit that like button.